here's the thing, like one of those sets of parents are extremely successful, and like you were saying, having two separate houses, and like y'all can go back to your own thing, and there's tax benefits. The real benefit is having one house and then going and buying multiple properties like my father did, and then using y'all's credit, using y'all's income to be able to leverage to get as much property as you can. That's VRBOs or whatever it is.
I agree.
You know, that's the best thing. Having two separate properties and just getting a tax benefit, that's not that good. The real point of us coming together is to be a team. To, like, one of my biggest analogies I give all the time is that two horses pull, you know, 4 times the force whenever they're pulling together. It's not double, it's quadruple. And so that's why people need to come together. And if we keep having these mentalities of that we're scared of this commitment, this really, really strong commitment, you know, like, it just scares me, because that's what makes us amazing. That's what takes us up to the next level. That's what's going to make you like, and here's I talk about 401ks, IRAs, HSAs all day long on this, because we all need $6 million. Our generation's gonna need $6 million in 30 years when we retire. Our parents only need $2 million or less right now, about 1.5 to 2 million to retire. So for us to get to that,
and we may not even be able to benefit off the government.
Yeah, and we might not even to, but for us to do that, everybody has to max out their 401k at $20,000 a year right now. And how many people are maxing out their 401ks at $20,000 a year right now? Very few people are. So that's why one of my biggest points I talk about is all these things. Like, the powers that be want people single. They want people living in two separate houses.
Okay.
They want people single because they make way more money whenever everybody's stuck single or everybody's living in separate places.
Let's revisit this, because you're hung up on what I'm saying as opposed to listening to the solution. I'm not saying don't be with your partner. I'm not saying to always cohabitate in two households as a married couple. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is, what you are hearing is these, and from a woman's point of view, or from a man's point of view, men don't get no fucking man cave today. Have you which I'm sure you've seen the market, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. You're not getting no man cave.
Yeah.
You're not getting a decompressor from loud noise, children, or just simply daily fucking life, right? So whereas we're always looking to divide these dividends up and things like that, I'm sure you can make money off of it. You can keep your place, he can keep his place, and you can make that an Airbnb and rent it out when you get ready, and you're still bringing in additional income. But what happens when Shawty say she is tired, she's stressed out? You're hearing her, but you're not listening, right? And she just needs a break. She's looking for a vacation. Women tend to take off more than men on average. We utilize way more PTO if men use their shit at all. So what happens is people are getting burnt out from the idea of just daily life, period. And we seen our parents never quit, but we also experienced a lot of things in our generation that were not conducive to a healthy environment. So now people are saying, I'm not happy. I want this to end. I've seen it from men. I've seen it from women. Happiness is simply a tangible emotion. It goes in and out of cycles. And they don't necessarily need to quit their family or quit their partner. They just need a fucking reset. And what that reset, what that reset potentially may look like is them trying to get a family vacation. Or, hey, we got a sick household. You not sick, but you got to be the breadwinner. You got to go to work. How about that potential other household makes you have time to just do that without ever disrupting the family function? So I understand what you're saying. I'm not against that. I come from a 2-parent household. I ain't ever seen them spend a night away from each other a day in my life, ever. They was always there. Even right now, if I call my dad and my mom is with her sisters too long, I'm finna go get your mama. She's supposed to be under me. You know, this is what I've seen over time. They went from, hey, I'm home, food in the kitchen, to we always together. We're always spending time. They back to their friendship. They're back to them loving on each other and appreciating their partner through whatever, because they no longer are just simply in their role of parenting anymore. All the kids are grown. We out the house. You're going to be able to have to do that one day with your partner, especially if you're talking about doing a 20-year plus marriage. You're going to have to be able to do that. So what I'm saying is, when times are getting hard and you sit there and you got 3 or 4 kids and you're blending multiple family units, and there are a lot of different nuances that are going into relationships. Life today looks a lot different than them. They didn't have cell phones. They weren't exposed to social media. Hell, they barely had cable. So what you're practicing in your actual real life is a reflector of how they were able to be successful. But they also did have the clubs. They would go out. Their lifestyle was a lot more cheaper. They didn't deal with inflation at the rate that we deal with.
Exactly.
As of right now, us living in Texas, if you are a single parent and you want to have a apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and you make $15 an hour, it's a common thing. We like to pretend that it's not. It is actually a very common thing. You would have to work 124 hours a week just to make that lifestyle affordable for you and your child. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking about trying to merge people together and bringing households back, I'm a huge advocate about Black love. I love love. I love marriage. I love the idea of the nuclear family structure. Mm-hmm. Secondary, the blended family structure. I have no problem with it. Mm-hmm. I want people to find better solutions to resolve these problems when therapy is not a resource. When your friends are probably not the best go-to. Mm-hmm. When you're sitting there and you're talking about building all these tangible assets, that home that you're holding on to all those times and you are getting the resource, the write-off, that could be a home that you want your children to inherit, instead of us trying to suffocate each other and make ourselves solely committed to what's happening right here in the now. Because again, we saw it in the pandemic. When people spent that much time together and they were influenced by outside factors, it was a lot of shit going on. Mm-hmm. And the rate of divorce skyrocketed. Mm-hmm. And the rate of dating, it was like crazy. The apps went crazy. The cheating went crazy. They had a group that was on Facebook for Dallas.
Oh yeah, the cheating group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it didn't just stop in Dallas.
Yeah.
We influenced a lot of other people to do it. So this is what I'm saying. There are a lot of problems that we face today that they didn't face. Mm-hmm. We have to be able to find avid solutions. Mm-hmm. One of those solutions to me looks like, how about having dual houses?
Yeah. Because there's just so many different problems that we're dealing with. Yeah. No, and I agree with you. It is very nuanced. It's that's the hardest problem about what I do is I'm always trying to go back to how it was before. And yeah, it's not possible. Especially with how people are today. Not everybody can go back in
life look different.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.